Today's video, we take on drag racing, learning how to tune, build a car, the best parts to actually get a car to work as a drag car, and trying to see how far we can push the humble RX-7. So I just won this Monster RX-7 in a wheel spin, and to be honest with you guys, the RX-7 is probably one of my favourite cars that's on the street that's going, man. I love all the big horsepower cars, everything that's this and that. The RX-7 just has such a unique personality, man, with that crazy Mazda rotary. That engine is just but just got me thinking, we all know that Forza Horizon fire, the RX-7 gets no love whatsoever. What I mean to say with that is it gets no love with an RX-7 motor as a standard, the 13B. But with options in this game, we can increase it to a bigger rotary as well. And what we're going to do today is turn it into a drag car, which is probably commonly known as a really shit drag car with the rotor motor in it. But today, see if we can overturn the people's opinion of the car. So let's get into the build. We're going to go to a custom upgrade, obviously. The first we're going to go to is the conversion. Motor conversion, obviously. Now you get into 6.2 litre V8. Cool. A 1.6 for turbo rally, which is pretty cool as well. But we're going for the 2.6 4 rotor racing motor. Listen to that idle. Tough. We're going to be keeping the stock drivetrain in this car, so it's going to be a rear-wheel drive drag car. I'm going to try and tune it for optimized launch to see if we can even beat anyone, and if we do, probably upset them as well, so that should be pretty cool. So all we can do for the motor really is just a restrictor plate, which gives us 718 brake horsepower. But the goal of this car is we're going to keep the least amount of weight on it as possible. So with that, I'm thinking 314, so we're shedding weight there, so we'll go with that. The suspension we're going to go with is off-road string and dampeners, because I think it's got the most adjustability for height and probably softness as well, so we can get that really nice clean launch off the line. Sway bars, we're going to go to the race because it actually has they're lighter than the other ones, same as the rear. Chassis and reinforcement, we're not going to be changing that because it actually adds weight to the car. Weight reduction, we're going to be going max, obviously. We're also going to go for a race clutch of this. Transmission, so I'm thinking, we'll see how we go, but I'm thinking if we put in a drag box, or a drift transmission, drag box, being a 4-speed, might increase that first gear just enough to get a nice good launch. So we'll see how we go, how that even plays out. We'll see. Race tail shaft as well, or race driveline in this game. And obviously we're going to go for, I think we'll go with drift diff because you could probably lock it up to be, obviously a locked rear end. That's just my theory, we'll see how we go. Tyre compound, we're obviously going to go to a drag compound. Front rim width, we're going to keep it as standard 225mm, but the rear, we're going to go to 305s. Maximum amount of grip as we can, just to help the launch. Going to go to a specialised rim style, and basically what we're looking for here is anything that looks decent and sheds weight. So I was actually looking through it, and I think the sport rim style gives probably the lowest amount of weight, which is the Volk Racing TE37s. Should be pretty cool. Actually dropped 9 kilos off the overall weight, so that's decent. We won't be doing upgrade in the sides of the rims, that'll be standard. I'm going to push out the front rims and the rear rims, just the bit of stance factor. Aero, I'm going to look to see if there's anything that's even lighter, but I would assume there isn't, so we won't be doing it for the front. Rear end as well, we won't be doing anything. Geez, that was wild, wasn't it? And the same as the rear bumper. We've got no options for anything that's lighter on the side skirts, but with the bonnets, obviously with the cutouts in it, we actually do drop a considerable amount of weight, like 3 or 4 kilos, so I'm gonna go with that. It's a drag build, it's not some crazy tuner. Sounds pretty good. So we ended up with 718 brake horsepower with 1088 kg. Not perfect by any means, but decent for this build. And so the rust build that we actually found, or the weathered type of paint here, I think it's going to suit the overall theme of Gone here for the car that nobody wants. So I don't know, might be pretty cool. Let's hit the track, do a bit of testing and a bit of tuning as well. Okay, so the first car we've come across is a BMW. Sounds like a swap, but we'll see how we go. walking around with way too much power. Okay, so the first tuning change I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually adjust front and rear pressures of the car. Say we're going to go hard as we can at the front, just for less rolling resistance. See what that does. It's better. It's better. Next thing next thing we're going into change, we're going to do the wheel alignment. So let's see what's going on with this. Obviously we want zero camber and all this as well. We don't want any toe whatsoever. Keep it as straight as possible. Anti-roll bars. So I'm going to have the front, I'm going to drop it down. I can say 30.9. I'm going to drop the rear right down 4.0. That's better. Now I'm going to go back into the tuning. I'm actually going to change a setup a little bit here. I'm going to change the transmission to a race transmission to unlock another gear, because I think that 4-speed is just way too tall a gear for this car at the moment. So next I'm going to go into some changing of the gear ratios here. So I'm going to do the final drive. I'm going to go say 360. I'm going to change the first gear to say 460. Second, we're going to put it a bit more towards acceleration. We're going to 275. I'm going to go 195 for third gear as well. We'll go 145 for fourth gear. Fifth go 1.10, I'd say. Six, we'll just leave it at 0.8, so it's not going to matter. I don't think we're even getting into sixth gear really. I'm going to go steering, we'll change it to standard. Apparently it's a little bit better for grip. Not sure if that's even a thing, but we'll see. And then for shifting, we're going to go manual with clutch. Obviously needed with drag racing. I'm going to change any roll bars now. I'm going to actually just put them both to stiff. Just not really liking how that's feeling at the moment. I'm going to change the spring sub, so I'm actually going to go soft in the front, like about 65. So you can give like soft front slot raises and then a nice cushion at the back to get a nice launch. And now I'm going to change the dampening. I'm going to zero it out. I'm going to keep that as 10. Yeah, okay. How can we go 1 here? We'll go 1 on the 10, sorry, and then 1. I think that might be the ideal, maybe. And then the front the acceleration and the decel, I'm going to put that at 100 and 100. And hopefully we have a good drag car now. Alright, let's see how it feels. Right onto the front here. Guys get absolutely smoked, but it might be fun. Oh, he's coming around. Hold up power, he's got that. That's quick, man. Oh, brutal. Doesn't have the beans, man. Not against a freaking Supra though. Jesus. An all-wheel drive Supra as well. Maybe we should try a different engine. Let's just see what happens with that. I'm gonna swap the engine to be. I think we go back to the standard powertrain because I'm pretty sure you're gonna get an anti-lag with that one. And we're just gonna go for race everything as much as we can in this. Yeah, so I'm gonna race turbo over anti-lag. Actually down on horsepower, but we're down on weight as well. damage to that shift. These guys are way too quick to discover. So what's happening is we need more power. So I'm thinking that it's time for an LS swap. I'm gonna go twin turbo setup. I'm gonna go race products for everything. Like we're at the 1,000 horsepower mark now, so let's see what we can do with that. Oh wow. I'm gonna do a lot of gearing changes for this one. Maybe a 420 with the second run up as well. These aren't too good. I'm actually gonna maybe do second a little bit higher. And third as well. He's better. Apart from that bung ass start, he's better. I think what we discovered after all that, the RX-7, not an ideal drift car, honestly. The cars in its class would be pretty bloody fun, but I just didn't have the opportunity to race anyone in the similar sort of cars. Like, they're well beyond the leagues I was thinking even dream to be in. So as it is, as a rotary, bloody fun, man. The anti-lag version, which was like would have been the 13B, that was really sick. Really enjoyed that one. LS swap was a bit better, but like still was a bit tricky to get used to it. Just useless in the rain. But with that, hope you enjoyed the video. Bit of a random one, drag race to say, but yeah, man, hope you enjoyed it. Consider a like if you can, and catch us in the next one. Cheers.